It's another live at 5. It is episode 4 of our Chakra Series, which is why I am in yellow. It's not really my colour, so I'm actually wearing an apron and a jacket. So all I could do, I'm sorry. But that's me attempting to do the yellow chakra, which is your solar plexus. It's right here. It's a lovely protective one. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, the solar plexus. If you have not yet watched any of the Chakra series, you can always go back and take a look at those. Episode 1 is about the 7 major chakras that go along your spine. That was on February the 12th. The first chakra, the root chakra, was on March the 12th, and April the 9th was the sacral. So we're now on episode 4. Enjoy. All right. So the solar plexus, just a little rundown. As I said, it's like the third one, even though this is episode 4, it's the third chakra from the bottom. It's all about sort of warmth and energy and just kind of like joy, but it's also about protection as well, right? So it's a very, very powerful one. It's one that you really want to take care of. So absolutely listen to this episode and we will find out more about that one. If you're into elements as well, it's the element of fire, so that also shows you how powerful this one is. It's a really, really good one. Okay, so how would you know if your solar plexus is not very good? It's very inactive right now. So let's start with the physical. Physical symptoms would obviously be stuff like stomach and indigestion, intestines kind of problems and stuff like that. Perhaps it's something like bloating or some other kind of digestive kind of issues and stuff like that. So that's a possible thing. Physical. Emotional, it could be things like low self-esteem. You know, maybe you're feeling a bit unworthy, you know, you're just kind of feeling a bit yucky, a bit unwanted, unloved. You could also be quite angry or frustrated, especially with yourself. And that's all stemming from here. It's like this insecurity kind of thing. It's when you feel very insecure and not very happy. Mentally, it could be like a lack of direction. It could be an indecisiveness, something like that. Perhaps you're really struggling to set boundaries. So that's a really good one, because this is your protection. This is where people knowingly or unknowingly can get their claws into you. Like they can kind of, like the energy vampires and stuff, they can get into you through this chakra. And this is where you need to have like a strong one or a protection kind of thing in place, because if it's quite inactive, then maybe you have trouble setting boundaries with people. Yeah, so if you're just feeling stuck and powerless, that's possibly why you need to activate it. Now, overactive, we haven't actually done this yet, but I thought I should probably talk about, there can also be overactive, not just underactive with your chakras, right? So the overactive, you could be quite controlling. Perhaps you're a bit arrogant, or you're really trying to be perfect in every way. It's like a perfectionism thing. That could maybe be an overactive one. So you want it balanced. You want it so the energy is just a very equilibrium throughout your energetic system. All right, so how do you know if you have a healthy one? So you're going to be really confident, and it's not like, you know, you think you're the greatest or anything. You just have this confidence. You have this air about you that people enjoy. They want to know what you're talking about. They want to know what you think about things. They trust you. They want your opinion, and they're actually going to listen to your answer. You're going to be super motivated. You're going to just, you want to go out and get things done, even if it's just like clean the house from top to bottom. You're motivated to do your to-do list. So yeah, so we've said about boundaries. So your boundaries are really strong, and that's not just, you know, being mean. Like, that's so that you don't have to put your energy into other people all the time. You have a boundary with them. What else? yeah, pretty much you can achieve anything you put your mind to. What if people treat you like you're confident, but you feel that you're imposter syndrome? Yeah, so that's your inactive. That's when your solar plexus is inactive. So people perceive you, and that's great. They perceive you as a confident person, but yourself, you don't perceive yourself as that. So you would need to do some of the activities to make your chakra more active and more balanced within your body. We're going to get to that, so you can either stick around or you can watch the replay. But yeah, it's yeah, everyone has imposter syndrome at some point. You just have to know that you are so amazing, and I've already spoken to you this week, so I absolutely know. This person that asked the question just now in the comments, yeah, you are amazing, and you know that deep down. So you just have to remember that. Go back to your soul and ask. Anyway, so how to activate. Here we go. How to activate your solar plexus chakra. So as always, it's the color yellow. My beautiful yellow today. So you can wear your yellow, you can surround yourself by yellow. You can, I mean, a dandelion season right now, right? Just go out and lay in the dandelions, go and enjoy and absorb that yellow color. If it's sunny where you are, go soak up that sun. Really bring in that warm energy of that yellow. You know, yellow is the sun. Just anything that brings you that joy and that feeling of happiness, go and find your yellow. Foods, obviously yellow foods, bananas and yellow peppers, corn, pineapples, lemons, all of those yellow foods. You can have them raw, you can put them in your food, in your smoothies, whatever you want to do. Get that yellow into you as well, like, you know, that healing from the outside, from the inside out, right? You can also do spices like turmeric. It will get everywhere. It will dye your fingers and it will dye your countertops and your pans yellow. But maybe you need excess yellow to hang around on your fingertips, right? Definitely. Ginger also as well, it's that warmingness as well. It's not just the color with the ginger, it's that warm energy, and that's really going to activate. So maybe a ginger tea or something, or just put ginger, maybe make some ginger cake. There we go. And then whole grains like rice and oats and stuff like that, like brown rice and oats and those kind of like, you know, really like heavy stuff. That can really help with that as well. Activities. Anything that excites you and challenges you. If you can be brave, if you have always wanted to bungee jump, I have not. If you've ever wanted to bungee jump or something like that, go do it. Push yourself, go and get out of your comfort zone, but make sure it's something that you actually want to do. Don't just do it because, but like if it's exciting, if it's new, if it's a challenge for you, go do these activities, and these will really amp up your solar plexus chakra. You can also do things like yoga. There's so many yoga poses as well. You can just Google yoga poses that are good for the the solar plexus, sorry, and yeah, there will be loads of yoga poses for you there. Make sure, I've already said this, but make sure you get out in that sunshine. Soak up that power of that energy. We have this beautiful, energetic, beautiful, vibrating frequency in the sky that is so healing for not just your solar plexus, for everything. And this sun is your life giver. Go enjoy the sun. Affirmations, of course, super easy. You make your own. Make sure, as always, it's I am. Don't say things like future tense like will be or hope to or anything like that. It is now. It is in present. So I am powerful. I am in my power. You know, I radiate positivity. What else have I got down? I am worthy of success. There we go. You can do things like I am protected, because again, it's a protection chakra, right? All of these I am statements, and you don't need to believe them. You just need to say them. And the more you say them, the more your cells in your body will hear it and the more they will understand and change that. So again, for the person that asked the question, imposter syndrome, you can just do these and then you don't need to believe it. You can just say, I am good at my job, or I am confident, or I am, you know, loved by all, or whatever it is that you're feeling stuck with. Just change that round and tell yourself that. If you can, do it in the mirror as well. Just say it a few times in the morning when you get up, look in that mirror, say it to yourself. And you're not going to believe it at first. You might laugh. That's great. The laughter helps too. And after a couple of days of doing it, you're going to see that you start to think, well, actually, I am believing that. And your cells believe it too. And that's what's important. Visualization. Visualizing a bright yellow light, of course, is great for that. Especially radiating out from just under your rib cage. Bring that in, make that big and powerful and like a big light coming out of you. Another thing that I do really enjoy doing and telling people about is when you're going into somewhere like work or like in a grocery store or something where you pick up bad energies and you always feel drained afterwards, especially if you're an empath. This is fantastic. Imagine a belt going around, so like literally under your ribs, so it's quite high up, around just the middle of you. And it can be whatever you want. I've had clients pretend that it's a chainmail going around their midriff, right? So like put that on just before you go into a situation. Maybe it's a family event or something and you don't get on with your family or something, or you know, you just need to not have your energy drained. If you visualize this, and obviously that's covering over your solar plexus, and so people intentionally or unintentionally are not going to be able to penetrate into you and get their claws into you. And then you're going to find that when you leave this situation or event or what have you, it's not actually going to feel draining. It's not going to feel like you've given your power away. So that's a really good tip there. And of course, meditation and stuff, that's kind of on the same thing as visualization. And you can also use crystals within your meditation. Maybe in a candle flame, you know, like do some candle meditation, because that flame, that fire element, that would be a really good one to meditate with. And just really sort of go into that energy of fire. If you have a fireplace as well, I mean, I know it's probably getting quite hot now, but yeah, in the winter time, maybe do some meditation with your fireplace if you have that as well. So crystals, yay! So as always, I'm going to show you the one for this chakra. So this is on a citrine and it's got the actual symbol for the chakra on it. If you need to see citrine a little bit better, this is the beautiful citrine. It is a beautiful yellow color. Some of them are a little bit more sort of clear quartzy white with a bit of yellow in, or you have your beautiful golden yellow color like the sunshine. Now we said, I believe last week about tiger's eye, but tiger's eye, it can kind of come in quite a few different colors. So you can get darker ones. You can also get ones that are a bit more yellowy, a bit more golden. So it's actually really good for this chakra also. So get yourself some tiger eye, because it's one of my favorites, and it's very good for the protection element as well if you're going for the protection. Yellow calcite, beautiful lighter yellow one, and it's so gentle and so nice. It's very good for beginners. Citrine as well. Citrine is probably your most common one, but if you don't want citrine, yeah, calcite's a good one as well. Yellow jasper. Now I love you, but I don't really like yellow jasper so much, but you can definitely use a yellow jasper for this chakra. A pyrite as well, just because it's like kind of gold energy. So pyrite is what we call fool's gold. So, I mean, it looked quite dark here, but it is a gold colour. And so it's that gold element that kind of like the sun is represented by gold. You could also use like amber and sunstone. I don't really like sunstone either. I think there's nicer ones to use, but yeah, you can use whichever ones you get called to. If you walk into a store and you are called to a particular stone, always get that one, unless it's super expensive, and then you might have to leave it in the shop. Essential oils are of course amazing for it. I mean, we've already talked about lemon and ginger to eat. The lemon and the ginger in essential oils you can use. You can have them burning in your house. You can have them in water and maybe a bath or just like a bowl of hot water. There are also lava stones that they're like a porous stone that you can get on like a bracelet or a necklace or something, and you can put a few drops of that on there and you breathe it in. So that's a really nice one there. Bergamot and peppermint, ylang ylang, all those kind of like sort of yellow ones, I guess, would be really, really good for that. And of course, I've gone over the 10 minutes by quite a bit, but I'm not really bothered anymore. If you're bothered, let me know. But if you're not, then I will keep talking for a bit longer. But that is actually all for today. If you have any questions on the Solar Plexus Chakra, on any chakras, on anything that I do, or you just, want to talk to me about anything magical or holistic or whatever you want, please do reach out in any way. We can do a one-on-one conversation, or you can just message me, whichever you want to do. Next, the next chakra one is going to be next month, because they're once a month. It's going to be, of course, the heart chakra right up here. It's a pink or green, depending on what you kind of like, but it can be 2 colours. So that one's going to be on the 4th of June. If you're wanting to continue with the Chakra Series, or if you just are interested in the heart chakra, definitely tune in on that date. Next week we have Tarot Tricks, a little tongue twister for me there. Yeah, so that one's going to be really, really good. That's if you have a tarot deck, it's a nice quick way of getting an answer, usually like, what's your problem in general and how to find a very quick answer and what's in your way kind of thing. So that's kind of going to be kind of interesting one, and we're going to do some interactive stuff as well. So if you do have a tarot deck and you want to join in, you don't have to do anything so people can see. It's just like be there with your tarot deck next week, and we'll do some playing around with some cards. And so just bring your cards and bring something to write with, and we will do that. Otherwise, just listen in. Okay, as always, thank you so much for those of you that turned up live, for those of you catching this on the replay. Hello on Instagram, on Facebook, and on the edited version on YouTube. Wonderful to have you guys all here. Leave me messages in the comments, or just message me privately, and I would love to talk to you. Likewise, if there's anything that you want me to talk about in these live at 5s, please do reach out and let me know. Okay, we'll have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you for the questions in the comments today. Lovely to see you here. And until next week with the tarot, bring your tarot decks. All right, have a great week. Wow.